Oops, forgot to hit the record button. Anyway, we're going to find what we were doing in the city. So without any further ado, oop, let's get going. And I just spilled my drink, so that's gonna. What a lovely day to start. What a lovely time to start. Just spill your drink, which was a Ball's cherry soda. But luckily, I have this Dairy Queen blue raspberry slush, so it's not caffeinated, but it'll have to do. So let's go see what. Gotta pick that up. But let's go see what we got. All right. I don't actually have any idea where we're supposed to go. And did we talk to these people? I don't know. Let's see here. I'm telling you, dude, ancient civilizations were way more advanced than we thought. They built all sorts of stuff out of the natural environment. They had no need to wait for Trash Island to show up. What? Like those medieval nut jobs in the shallows? Advanced? My shell. No. Way cooler than that. They made stuff that still hasn't been recreated today. And they did it with magic. Alright, I think you need to lay off the seaweed. Alright, what is this? Look at that big stupid museum. What's the point of a whole building to store old crap from the past? Call me when they start showing off objects from the future. Don't know why we gave him space French accent. Oh, this guy looks like he's got something important to say. Excuse me. What is this building? What ho, little one. You stand before the new Carcinia Museum of Carcinized History, I say. Oh, neat. Could I go in? Of course. A museum that no one could visit would be a sad state of affairs indeed. Oh, wait. I almost forgot why I came here. I'm looking for a tall shark who stole my shell. You seen anyone like that? I can't say that I have. But if I travel here to fence stolen goods, I'd start in the lower crust down beneath us. Gotcha, thanks. Be careful down there, I say. Can we go in the museum? Oh, we can go in the museum. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think their collection is complete? I wonder how many doohickeys thingamabobs they have. I bet they have plenty. But who cares? They need more to fill this place. Maybe they should be where the... What's this? Read. Rangoon Duelist. A swashbuckler whose skills with a blade can quickly reduce any unprepared opponent to crab salad. Rather than reduce their reflexes, the gunk seems to activate an animalistic focus in some of its victims, making previously combat-trained creatures even deadlier. Oops, we're walking on the exhibits. Gonna be kind of fun. Let's just explore a little bit. Ooh, that looks like a scary monster. Rangoon Kelpie. It's difficult to tell whether these moss-covered crabs are associated with snap bandits or if they have simply made up a crude disguise to avoid attack themselves. Either way, they're certainly not on our side. Okay. Okay. Those guys need to lay off the drink, if you catch my meaning. They're alcoholics. Is what I mean to say. I wonder if we defeat more enemies, more museum fills up, maybe? But who knows? I don't know. What's down here? Oh, oh, so this is okay. Let's see here. Nephro, captain of the guard. The life of a small town sheriff never satisfied Nephro. He harbored a desire to wield his true might against the enemies of the law, to swing his blade down against those who refused his authority, to kill in the name of the ocean's self-made gods. Like many before him, he found his calling as the spear of a tyrant. Royal Shell Splitter. A large lobster practiced in the ways of efficiently ending the life of a disobedient crabs. Lobsters never stop growing throughout their lifetime, and there is no known limit on how old they can live. Eventually, however, those that grow old enough often stop speaking. Spooky. Polluted Platoon Pathfinder. The leader of the doomed Slacktide expedition to the Moon Caves. Sent to recover shiny objects on behalf of the Duchess, the polluted platoon wound up discovering a different sort of treasure entirely. The knowledge of her existence and the powerlessness to approach her would end up driving them to madness. Kinda tragic. Trishimi, commonly known as a sardine, these small fish are often domesticated as guards, farm animals, or obedient pets. Do not be fooled by their small stature. A sharp wreath of garbage on their head can make them fearsome in a group. Rangoon Wayfarer. A common ocean resident native to the coastline, many of these wandering crabs without communities were among the first to have their minds polluted. Oh no, it's him! Turbo Snail. Although slow by nature, these creatures have developed unique techniques for moving incredibly fast through the ocean. Would that we all had the dedication to overcome Cod's arbitrary boundaries. So I wonder if each of these museums is for each of the different areas. So that looks kind of grim. What are you saying? Rangoon Beachcomber. A lonesome crab whose enthusiasm for digging up beachside treasures has been twisted by the gunk into a violent obsession. It is not uncommon to see them as mercenaries for various ocean lords who easily tempt them into servitude with the promise of riches. Slacktide Footman. A shore crab trained to serve as part of the Duchess's standing army, seizing territory and recovering riches on her behalf. All that separates a ragtag group of commoners from the lethal fighting force is a blade to wield to oh my god, I cannot read that word today. Despot to die. A despot to die for, sure. Whatever. I cannot read that word today. Slacktide Cavalryman. The law is only as strong as the chitin of its stewards. If the law is to be unbreakable, the lobster knights of Magista's army must train to become so well, but it turns out both are still pretty breakable. Magistra, tyrant of Slacktide. In a distant land, a mighty house of crabs was razed to the ground, leaving only their eldest daughter alive. From what remained of their bannermen, she would raise her own army with the dream of creating a gorgeous, glimmering city that would last for all time. But for all her hunger for wealth, time for all her hunger for wealth, time was hungrier still. Oh my god, I'm having difficulties reading. Maybe I've read too much. Maybe that's a sign I should stop reading. Rangoon Impaler, an ex-fisherman of the Enchanted Grove who has turned their spear on their fellow crab. No longer confined to the grove itself, the Snap Bandits have begun leaving a bloody wake throughout the open ocean. I kind of like reading these lores. Seahorse Sentinel. Once a part of an unofficial peacekeeping force that protected the routes between open ocean settlements, these gunked seahorses are now just as likely as to take your life as any of the bandits they had pledged to fend off. Seahorses are noteworthy. Sorry, I had a yawn. Seahorses are noteworthy for the males being the ones to carry their young, a rarity in the animal kingdom. Not a trade I'd rush to make, I say. Celebrant. Having one of those inflating fish in attendance is said to bring good luck at important ceremony. Many make an entire career out of traveling the oceans to watch over weddings, military parades, or claw mitzvahs. Alright. So claw mitzvahs is a thing. And weddings. A crab wedding. Alright, I think we've explored the museum. It's kind of neat. We should come as we get back up. This is the way to travel. Alright, so we need to make our way to the underbelly, the shady parts of town. How do we get, I mean, we can see it, but I don't want to go the wrong way and like end up, maybe this kind person. What do you want? I'm sorry, but I'm very busy business, Crab. Very busy with business. Oh, sorry, it just looked to me as you were just standing around. What you have just told me is that you know nothing about doing business. I guess not. Let's see, maybe there's no better city in the world than New Carcinia. I've even been anywhere. I've never been anywhere else. That's how great it is. Yeah. Sounds like you need to get out, lady. What's it? Oh. He has nothing interesting to say. What do you have to say? Maybe you can help us. Welcome to Shellfish Desires, the flagship brick and mortar store of Shellfish Corp. How goes it, my visibly financially troubled friend? Is it that obvious? It is. I suppose you've come up to the upper crust for a bit of window shopping. No shame it, plenty of folks pause on their luxury way through town to take a look at our luxury shells. You've got 5 minutes before your pause becomes a loiter, so enjoy them while they last, my friend. Did a big shark come into town and try to sell you a shit shell recently? Oh, he sure did. I told him get stuff. We don't do trade-ins here. And even if we did, I'd never take the kind of beat-up junk he sold me. And not a clue where he went after that.
Does nobody in the city pay any attention?
Shell insurance. At Shellfish Desires, you can pay microplastics to insure any shell you've worn before. At Moon Snail Shell, you can pick any insured shell you to start with every time you respond. Useful. Okay, so that's not the way to go. Maybe you know?
Oh, Jackson! Every day I find myself looking down and wishing you were up here with me, claw in claw. The tide we crossed paths, I was immediately smitten, but my family would never approve of me with a commoner. But there's nothing common about you. Maybe one day I'll possess the courage to tell you, but until then, I shall yearn from afar.
Okay. And we're back at the museum. I don't know where I'm going, but... Ooh, there's something there. What do we got here? A sand dollar? How fortunate. We have, oh no, I was like, I bet we have enough for an upgrade, but we do not. Wonder if well, alright. Alright, we're in the shady part of town. Literally, it's in the shade. The doctor said I can't go back to work if I'm not coughing up blood. Oh, the doctor said I can go back to work if I'm not coughing up blood.
Living by the square lets me visit Topsider almost 3 times a week. It's almost like I'm a real Topsider. Ooh, a spider crab. That's neat.
Hoy there. Well, let's see. Hoy there, Scrap. It's a fine piece of metal in your claws there. Lost a promise. Care to make it shine with me, Scrap?
I almost didn't want to ask, but did a big jerk shark come here trying to sell a shell for scrap? It would probably seem crazy to you because the shell was super gorgeous and cool.
Aye, he came by, turned that shell to scrap as soon as I could.
What? Are you serious?
Sure as sea film I am. Nay, wait, you said shark? Scrap that small mistake, no sharks came by nay.
What? What did you think I said? You almost gave me a heart attack.
No need to shout, Scrap. Me ears work just fine.
Make it shine? You mean my fork? It's just some piece of junk I found in my neighborhood.
Aye, and what a piece of junk it is, Scrap. Bring these old Smith some relics he can break down, and he'll show you what that junk of yours can truly do.
Sounds useful.
Trade one stainless relic to improve your fork. How many do we have? Krill's fork upgraded to level 2. Plus 5 to attack. Nice. Trade 2 stainless relics? Sure. Not enough relics. Okay. That's gonna be handy. Oh, I thought that was a door we could go in. Oh, and that's how we get back up here. Okay. Handy. We're learning. Let's discover the moon snail. The moon snail shell. Little blue raspberry juice all over me. Enter. We can teleport. We can't level up. Yeah. I used to have it all. I used to be somebody. Then one day, bad deal, and pow! Down here with the sorry lot. Do I look like a bottom feeder to ya? Of course not. I'll make it back up there one day, no matter how many other crabs I got to step on.
Oh, I love your shell, little cutie. Thanks, it's new. Doesn't really feel like me, though. Well, you wear it well. In the meantime, sweetie, I'm sure you'll find the right shell for you eventually. I'll let you in on a little secret. If you ever find a shell you're real fond of, you can pay Shellfish Desires to insure it for you. That way, if it ever gets lost or damaged, they'll replace it for you. No questions asked. Whoa, that's actually pretty useful. Thanks, ma'am.
Was that too much? Was that too much? Hey, little guy.
I'm not that little.
You think so? I'm pretty little, and you're even littler than me, little old me. Step out of the city and meet some real big guys, and you'll feel pretty little pretty quick. I mean, we defeated a lobster. Ooh, there's this item there. Should try to get it. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, where was it? There it is. Let's see what it is. A bread claw. That's some microplastics right there for you. And we're just exploring. This is probably just going to be mostly an exploring stream slash YouTube video, but which is fine. We're learning about our new area. That dude, we talked to him. See what this dude has to say. Not a lot of hermits left in the reef these days. Not really sure why. Any mass migrations I should know about?
Beats me. I'm not really involved with the community. Sorry.
Well, happy to meet you regardless. Keep safe, small fry.
Gimme, gimme.
Hey, kid!
mister.
Be sure to take care of yourself. I've seen too many good crabs let themselves waste away down here. They'll tell you no one gets polluted in the reef, but down here in the lower crust, it happens. It happens!
Thanks, I'll be careful.
I hope you have a real nice day.
I made that sound a little bit more ominous than I probably should have. People just leave their microplastics laying around? How? That's like currency or something. I used to work out of the Vale, sorting garbage for the Shellfish Corp. But things outside the reef have been getting scarier lately. Crabs losing their mind. New predators coming in. No thanks. No job is worth that. I'll take my chances in the city. At least the only predators I gotta worry about here are the loan sharks. I don't know why I made him sound drunk. He gave me that vibe. Can we go in here? No.
Yeesh, my commute to Flotsam Vale's getting worse all the time.
You ought to take a fish car. I heard it's pretty affordable.
Sure, it used to be. They only kept the prices low until they could run crab taxi out of business. And crab taxi was just a scheme by wealthy investors to take funding away from the scale whale. And the scale whale was only going to serve privileged neighborhoods in the first place. So screw it, I'll swim there myself if I have to.
What does she have to say? Just taking it one day at a time. Maybe one day I can afford to take it a whole week at a time. Not getting my hopes up though. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? No more discussion. I'm heading for Flotsam Vale, and that's that.
Dad, you gotta quit that job? Didn't you read the studies? Working around all that gunk totally damages your brain. It's scientifically proven.
A load of crab, if you ask me. If my brain was getting damaged, it'd have happened by now. I've already been working for Shellfish Corp for how many tides was it again? Hey, buddy, you gotta get a load of my friend over here. This guy will tell you how things really are. He'll say stuff we're all thinking in private. The kind of stuff the topsiders don't want you to hear.
This place sucks.
Used to be, I had a job, topside, quick thing, helping some well-to-do family with some trash moving. There was a fine fellow who seemed to take a shine to me. Sometimes I wonder what he's up to. Sorry, pal. No entry here right now. Still cleaning up this path after last trash day. I'll have it done soon, promise.
Can you really clean this up by yourself?
They'll fire me if I don't, so yeah. Ain't that? I feel like this is too real. Everyone calls me Krusty. Hey, Krusty, over here. Krusty, yo, Krusty. How's it going? I'm so tired of it.
I'm sorry you have to deal with all the name calling.
That's the worst part. It's my real name. Oh, man. I am also tired of people just... Oh, my gosh. Is that the Toy Story car? Wait. That was the Toy Story car. It had to have been.
Oh, why aren't you wearing a shell? You look cold.
Just waiting for the right one, I suppose, kid.
Honestly, I feel like down here it's dark, feels cozy, like being under a rock. I just wish the houses didn't get so soggy.
Okay, I was like, I don't hear any music, and whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw that. You can't hide from me. That had to have been the Toy Story. That has to be the Toy Story car. Hey, small fry, word of advice. Don't stick your claws in what's going on here. But, okay. I'll take your word for it. Hey, Manta. Yeah, Coley? What are we doing? Like, right now. Like, right now? We're hanging out by the crystal. Hanging out by the crystal? Yeah. You want to do something after this? I know another cool crystal on the other side of town. We could go hang out by that. You're the best. Did I break the crystal? Looks like they're having fun with it. I'll leave it alone. Some, pretty jazzy music. Can we go in here? Nope. Nope. There are those two again. I hear the upper crust's technology is way ahead of what we've got down here. Yeah, for sure. I hear that they've got some magic crash that let them send messages all the way to space and back. I heard that they've already cracked teleportation. They can upload a crab's brain into a totally different body. We're shocked, man. How am I supposed to compete for jobs with teleporting crab? Ain't no way. Sorry, I changed their voice. It just felt more appropriate. Also, made my voice box fun. Be wary of topsiders, small fry. They'll make you feel special while you're useful, but don't be fooled. I moved here from across the sands between, 'cause some rich bastard said I had it in me to be a shell model. Can you imagine? Needless to say, he kicked me to the curb before you knew it. So yeah, don't trust topsiders. They'll play you like a goddamn fiddler. I think he's mad at topsiders. Ooh, looks like a gang. All right, we know our roles, Lex. Present. You'll go to tonight tending bar at Trash Day Gala. You'll be our ticket in. And do. Get those upper crustas good and distracted while we slip in the workers' entrance. There, we'll split into two teams. Team A will be Lex, still present, and Hurst. Hello, darlings. While Team 2 consists of myself and Goggles. Hey! Team A is going to move through the fancy solarium until they find its host, the ludicrously trashy and trash-rich Jeffrey Crab III, and sweet-talk him into revealing the passcode to his family safe. I doubt he'll put up much of a fight. Once he lets it slip, it'll be on Team 2 to slip out at the safe undetected and ride the scrap chute down to the bottom with our ill-gotten rewards. Team A will exit the party at its proper conclusion and reconvene in the morning. And Codsy, your uncle, will have woken up as some wealthy shucking crabs. You're planning a heist. 'Cause It'll be the greatest heist film since Ocean's 11 or something. What do you have to say? What ho, gentle crab?
Hi, how's it going?
Truly terrible, but I can't let that keep me down. I have an endeavor that will see me in the big cans at last. It can't possibly fall again.
Oh my god, there's so many people to talk to. Careful where you walk down here, little one. These streets will chew you up as good as any predator.
Oh, I don't feel like talking now. What's over here? Oh, we were already here. Alright, let's see what you have to say.
Hey there, youngin'. Welcome to Bottom Feeder's finest little watering hole this side of the slurry. Hi, my name's Krill. I'm new to town, I guess. Thought I recognized a fresh face. Please, it's plastic to meet you, Krill. Name's Nema. If you've got the money, why not stop in for a bite? My kiddos and I would love to have you. We also offer a stowaway hiring service if you're interested in such a thing. You mentioned something about stowaways. What are those? Oh, I'm sure you've seen them around. That's our nickname for any sort of little fella that sticks itself to your shell. Little fella. Oh, like a barnacle? Exactly. And for the right price, there's all sorts of them that might want to tag along. People pay for that? They sure do, hon. Lots of our visitors who travel just stopping by who could use a little company on the road. You ought to consider it if you got a journey ahead of you. The open ocean can get mighty lonely, hon. Think about it. Thanks, ma'am. Aw, call me Nema, hon. I'm not a crabby old lady. Just yet. Hey, if it's not too much to bother, I'm looking for a shark that took my shell. Any chance you stop by here? Fairly sure I'd remember a fella like that swimming into my establishment. Sorry, kiddo. That's okay. No worries. It's gotta be somewhere. I just gotta find where that shark went. City's so big. How am I ever gonna find my shell? Place is stupid. And it's loud. Oh, why couldn't everyone just leave me alone? Everywhere I turn, someone's trying to take something away from me. Or sell me some kind of...
Scuttle right up, fellow citizens. The grand opening of the prawn shop, full legitimate shallows made wares. We got plastics, we got metals, we got packing foam. We got garbage you ain't even heard of yet.
What the? That's my shell.
Are you serious? This guy's still following me around? Alright, play cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, give it back. It was stolen from me by a jerk shark.
Well, first of all, that shark seemed super cool and chill to me. Second of all, he sold it to me fair and square. You want it back? You gotta buy it like everything else in the store. That's how the prawn shop works, baby.
Well, how much? And, can I actually pay with?
Depends on what you got, pal.
I've got a few microplastics, I guess, and some string. Look, that shell's really important to me. Could I work for it or something? I'll do anything.
Anything, huh?
Yeah, I guess I could probably come up with some murderous, meaningless time sink for you and partake in and earn your salt back. For starters, why don't you scrape the barnacles off my sweaty... Wait, did you hear that?
Hear what?
Belay this conversation, kid. Trash Island is here. This always catches me off guard. I gotta go, ready before I miss out on some prime plastics.
Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be! Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Carsinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say! If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say.
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashy shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first. Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city.
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north of here. May the best, Crab.
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections.
So cool that he's an isopod.
Sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me, I say.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey, kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah! I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha, yeah, you go, kid. Roland can't tell us what to do. That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first.
The corporations don't control us!
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know what you just dove into, kid. See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
Dang, that was crazy with a capital Z. Or Z if you want to be all UK about this. Or Canadian.
You really stepped in it now, kid. That squid that hangs around Roland doesn't think twice about disappearing people.
You told me to.
Hey, I recall merely making a suggestion, pal. But the offer still stands. If you can get me that treasure, the shell's all yours.
Okay, well, where do I start?
Weren't you listening to that old dude? It's off to the Grove, way north of here. You've got a bit of a walk ahead of you.
Great. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'm on this treasure hunt whether I like it or not.
Oh yeah, one more thing. If you find any other junk out there, I'll take it off your hands for some microplastic. Fair's fair. Ooh, I've got 28 of these. We can sell a bunch. Can we sell a bunch? There. Alright, let's see what these people say. Leaving the city in today's climate, how frightful. But if we all work together, I'm sure we can find that treasure and come back in one piece. But we could build a new church with that kind of money. Our faithful will worship in the parking lot no more.
Heavens, what excitement! I'll be tagging along on your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it all for my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers, people who follow me around, just like desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any?
Yeah, I have 14 followers on YouTube and 7 on Twitch, so, I guess this is my channel plug, I guess, so feel free to give them a follow, yeah, and share them, so we can be as big as her. We can't let a crab win. Oh boy, a real-life treasure hunt. This sort of thing you read about in books as Little Crablet. Do you think we'll fight a shark, or a bobbit worm, or one of those horrendous monstrosities that only live in the deepest depths of the drain?
I really hope not. Just drifting in town line, you're already making waves, kiddo. If it wasn't for you, we'd all have just rolled over and let Roland step all over us, like usual. So we're all going after this treasure then? Seems like it. If that old timer who runs the museum ain't pulling our claws, whoever gets that treasure gonna have some serious pull around town. But honestly, as long as someone gets to it who ain't rolling, most of us will be darn pleased. Who is that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Roland? Only the CEO of Shellfish Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides what a few independent traders haul in with their own 2 claws, all trash that makes its way into New Carcinia goes through Roland. So he's got some deep pockets. Shellfish Corp owns most of the buildings in town. Yeah. And charges a pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down here in the lower crust, you could say we ain't really fans of the way things are going. So taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face, I can think of a lot worse ways of spending a tide or two. But enough about Roland. We gotta make tracks towards that treasure. That museum curator told us head towards the Grove, right? It's been the Grove before. I've been to the Grove before. Maybe just out of town, if you need a nudge in the right direction.
Oh yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland.
Your idol? You like that guy?
Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know. Roland came into this town with nothing save the clothes on his back and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. So he's a Nepo baby. And he built an empire up into a somewhat bigger empire all on his own.
Why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool then?
You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market, and that makes us rivals. The free market demands I do my best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition. Well, that was quite a clamor, I say. It's not every day you see someone go claw to claw with Roland.
I didn't know I was going to cause such a commotion.
Well, if you ask this old man, it's about time someone stood up to that bully. He's been attempting to pave over my museum for God knows how long. But I digress. We've got to make a move. We've got to get a move on if we want to beat Roland to the punch. As I said, the first stop on our journey is to the Grove. Head out of the city, just keep traveling north, and you'll reach it eventually. Just take care not to get devoured, I say.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, should we head to the Grove? Oh, we can level up. How many levels do we have? We have 2 levels, so let's do a resistant and an attack. I guess we could do an attack. Let's do resistance. Alright, and with that, I think what we'll do, actually, I think we'll save it and call this a stream. We didn't get too far. We mostly just did some exploring around the city and found the museum and other things. But I think when we start next week, we'll head to the Grove. So with that, have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you next week for more Another Crab's Treasure, and with that, with the temperature getting warm out there, remember to drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Thank you, and goodbye.